Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Ted's Booze Cellar of 2026 with me, your most gracious host, Ted. Welcome to the premier alcohol review show here on YouTube. Now, I haven't done an episode for a few weeks, obviously, because I like to have a break off around New Year's / Christmas / my birthday. And I am back now for the first episode of, what is it, basically Season 7, I think it is now, of Ted's Booze Cellar. Or is it Season 6? It's either Season 6 or Season 7, I'll clarify that later on, but yeah, welcome back to the premier alcohol review show here on YouTube. I think my plan for this year is to get at least 1 or 2 episodes out every month, so there's at least like a consistent stream of content, but like it's manageable enough for me to the point where I don't feel burnt out, but also at the same time you guys then aren't left with a glut of content for like several months long like I did at one point last year. So hopefully this is the path on to bigger and better things, but we shall wait and see. No need to be presumptive, of course. But today I'm going to be taking a look at a drink I got from a dear friend of mine, May, and May got me a very interesting Christmas present, and that's Pepsi gingerbread flavour. Now, I'm going to be trying this on its own today, as well as with a bit of vodka, so just to kind of see what the general gist of it is. But I generally really like Pepsi. I like their alternative flavours. I've had Pepsi Max Ginger, which is quite nice, but it's not super popular as far as I'm aware. However, gingerbread flavour, specifically, this looks like... Oh no, it's zero sugar Pepsi, my bad. But it is limited edition, so if you see this, give it a shot, because you never know when you might not get the chance to get it again. But it's quite an interestingly designed can. Very Christmassy, but obviously not with the archetypal colours we associate with Christmas marketing, you know, like green, white, red, that sort of thing. It's more different shades of like ginger and cream with white, but it actually does give quite a nice warm, spiced, like Christmas feel to it. So I actually do really like the design of the can here. It's a little bit plain in certain aspects, in that there's not a lot of art design outside of like the white snow motifs and like the Christmas tree motifs on like the coloured backgrounds, but it looks quite nice actually. So I will give the design of the can actually probably like an 8 out of 10. It's actually quite nice looking for a corporate like sort of mass produced thing. But we'll have ourselves a quick snifter to see what our first impressions are like. See. Ooh. Mostly a Pepsi smell. Can't really smell much of the gingerbread in the nose. Hang on. Well, there's a bit of a gingery smell in there, but it's not particularly prominent, so I don't know. I'll pour a bit into this cup first, actually, and see if I can smell a bit more of it in there. So, pour it up a bit. Oh yeah, the gingerbread smell is a bit more prominent. So I think in the can, it's primarily a sort of a sweet, Pepsi kind of smell that's got a bit of a hint of ginger, so I'll probably say like a 6 out of 10 in the can. In the cup, it's a bit more prominent in terms of that gingerbready smell, and the after smell has a bit of a ginger sang to it. It's much the same as in the can, really. It's just that gingerbread aspect is a bit more prominent, so in the cup I'm probably going to say 7 out of 10 for the nose. But we won't really know what the sucker is like until we taste it, so before we taste it, quick palate cleanser of water. And side note, I will be looking at finally resolving the long-standing audio issues this year. There's a driver of some sort I've got to download to use the microphone I got recently, so I need to look into that. So apologies that this has been ongoing for a while, but I think this headset works quite well as a stopgap for the time being. But anyway, palate cleanser has been drunk. Drink shall be drank. So, to everyone at home, I hope you have a great 2026 ahead, and hopefully this is the start of great things for this year. Anyway, bottoms up. Cheers. Actually, it doesn't really taste like a Pepsi or a normal... Actually, no, there's a bit of like an aftertaste that's similar to like Pepsi Max at the end there. But the main through line of the flavour is this kind of like faintly gingery kind of taste. It's a bit like... And then there's this kind of like undercurrent of like that kind of aftertaste you get after eating a load of gingerbread men, like mini gingerbread men. So, I mean, it does basically taste like what it says on the can. I just expected the zero sugar Pepsi flavour to be a bit more prominent, but it kind of acts as more of like an aftertaste in this case, whereas like the gingerbread flavour is the main through line. But even then, that's quite understated, and it's not like super overpowering. It's primarily just those two flavours, really, with a slight vanilla-y twist to it there. But I actually really like it. It tastes really good. I'm not massively into zero sugar sodas either, usually, but this is quite nice, actually. Yeah, really good. It's one of the nicest sort of fizzy sodas I've had. Kind of trying to decide on 7.5 or 8 out of 10. I'm going to go 7.75, I think. It's actually really nice. I would go out of my way to get this again, but I just feel like the gingerbread flavour could be a bit more fuller-bodied, and I think it would probably work better if it was full-fat Coke. I know that's unhealthy, but, like, come on. Like, this is nice, but I just feel like it's missing that extra full-bodiedness to it. But anyway, we'll try it with vodka in a second. Now, I had a birthday party recently, and I have some vodka left over. I'm not going to use this all for drinks like straight away. Like, either I'll drink it slowly over a long period of time, or I might use this to make some vodka pasta. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I poured some Smirnoff in there. Have ourselves another quick palate cleanser. And then, for the second time this episode, here's the most important part. To see what this sucker tastes like, so bottoms up. I mean, it combines all right with vodka, but I don't know. It actually does combine quite well with vodka, to be fair. It kind of... You still have a bit of the gingerbready flavour in the underlying currents of the flavour, and there's a bit of like a Pepsi Max-ish kind of like aftertaste, but the vodka kind of does just overpower the ginger aspect of it quite a lot. And the thing is, considering my main gripe with the drink itself is that the gingerbread flavour is nice, but lacks a bit more full-bodied aspect to it, I feel like the fact that the vodka then kind of overpowers what gingerbread flavour we do have does kind of make it not perhaps the best mixer for this. I'm wondering, like, maybe this would be better with soju, actually. I think soju would be a lot better with this, actually, come to think of it. Either that or, like, maybe Everclear. But then again, that can be quite strong as well. I think soju, though. But vodka is quite nice with this. With vodka, it's like a 5.5 or a 6 out of 10. It is actually quite nice, but I just feel like soju would work better because it is a bit less harsh and less stronger than vodka, and I feel like you kind of need to let this stand out on its own, or maybe add something like ginger extract, or like maybe even like a tiny touch of like full-fat Pepsi syrup on top of it to like kind of add a bit of extra full body to like the flavour. But like, to be fair, mixed with vodka it's nice, so I'll say like a 6 out of 10 for mixing it with vodka, and then for having this particular Pepsi on its own, 7.75 out of 10. It's actually pretty good, but I just feel like there's certain little tweaks here and there, and then it would be borderline perfect. But still pretty good drink, actually. So to May, thank you very much for this wonderful gift. And I will go out my way to get some more of this in the future, because I do feel like this is actually a pretty underrated version of Pepsi. I think ginger is a pretty good flavour for sodas anyway, so maybe I'm a bit biased, but I actually did really enjoy that. So if you guys like this video, then leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar, or video formats, or you agreed or disagreed with anything particular I said in this video, just leave all that in the comments section down below. If you want to check out my other social medias, I'll try and remember to leave the links to those in the video description. And yeah, until next time, have fun, stay safe for whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, drink responsibly, know your limits. look forward to seeing you guys on the other episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar I'll be releasing throughout this year. And here's to bigger and better things. And I wanted to say thank you guys for your support throughout last year, and hopefully we'll have a good year ahead. But anyway, see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye-bye for now.